Before we carry on with tonight's scheduled programming, we here at Sports Talk would like to address the elephant in the room. As hard as it may be to talk about, we decided it's best if we do clear the air about all that's transpired. It's something that's been in the works for a while, and it's hard to come to grips with it. But it's what's necessary. Rest in peace, the New York Mets. Please join us at home in a moment of silence. The Mets were on 101 games. Just to lose in the wild card round. The only good thing, Aaron Judge will be in orange and blue.
Have some respect for the love of God, Garrett.
Let's go to the intro video.
Yeah, we got a new one. Welcome to another edition of Sports Talk from Laker Turf Stadium. I'm Jacob Bradley, joined as always by Kyle Jittery Spizak. Yeah, watch himself, and Spreader Chan himself. So let's get started right away, folks. How are we doing on this Tuesday evening?
I'm doing great. Right now I'm swamped with work, but
oh, you are?
Yeah, this show is just a temporary
Do you know what a ventral
escape.
and dorsal system is, Garrett?
No, I don't.
I got to test that tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Kyle, how are you?
I got two midterms tomorrow, back to back.
Ah, terrible.
What was that?
School's the worst.
School's the worst.
We're pros with GPAs, whatever everybody likes to say. It's supposed to make us feel better.
Academic weapons. Academic weapons.
All right, Garrett, just go.
Well, you have your reader.
Oh, yeah. Well, guys, without further ado, let's send over Garrett for some Red Hot MLB action. Garrett, take it away.
Thanks, Jacob. This past weekend, MLB postseason action commenced with the best of 3 wildcard series. In the American League, the Seattle Mariners kept their magical season going by sweeping the Toronto Blue Jays and the Cleveland Guardians, taking care of business against the Tampa Bay Rays. As for the National League, the Philadelphia Phillies defeated the National League Central Division champion St. Louis Cardinals, and the San Diego Padres pull off a huge upset against the aforementioned New York Mets.
Yay.
Our focus shifts now to the American League Division Series.
Very quickly.
Earlier today, the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros faced off today, with the Astros winning Game 1 thanks to a walk-off 3-run home run by Yordan Alvarez. The other matchup tonight features the Cleveland Guardians and the New York Yankees, which is currently underway as we speak.
4-1 Yankees.
It's 4-1 Yankees. Thank you, guys.
And you want to say it too? I'll say it.
Yeah, 4-1 Yankees.
There we go.
Okay. Guys, which 2 teams do you think will be playing in the American League Championship Series?
I mean, it's hard to go against the Stros at the moment. You know, I think I run for my money. I think they're the best team in baseball. I think they got the best hitter in baseball, Yordan Alvarez.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's besides the point.
Fair.
I'll go with him, and I'll go with the Yankees. I mean, I don't want to sound like Mr. Pick the obvious answers, but it's hard to go against those 2 teams, especially with the teams that they're playing.
I mean, in the very rough month and a half long stretch that the Yankees had there in August, I said the entire time that we were going to get blown by the Astros in the playoffs. So Yankees, Astros, ALCS.
Okay,
Astros end up
that's
winning
fair. I can't argue with that. Yankees, they are second best team in American League. Of course, Astros are the defending. I love what you're doing right now. The Astros are the defending AL champs. So, yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
What's Jacob DeGrom doing?
What is he doing here?
He's jumping around.
Moving on to the National League. Earlier today, a fierce showdown between National League East rivals played out today as the Philadelphia Phillies held on to defeat the defending World Series champions Atlanta Braves 7-6. The final matchup of the division series features the odds-on favorite Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres.
Yeah.
Fellas, make your
You wrote the cough in the top round there, too.
Yeah. I'm going to start off with the predictions. I don't care if the Padres have Manny Machado or Pat Machado. Dodgers in 3.
Wow.
That was good. That was solid. That was solid.
That was excellent.
I've been sitting on that.
That was solid.
NLCS. Who is it going to be?
Same one as the first one. So, okay, I like the Phillies, even though I know the Braves, did they come back? They came back, right?
No, they lost.
They lost. That's right. Okay, I'm going with the Phillies, and I'm going with the San Diego
Oh
Padres.
my gosh.
I'm gonna go Braves. And I don't know who the Braves are playing right now, if I'm being honest.
Braves are playing the Phillies, and then the Dodgers are against the Padres.
Okay, Dodgers.
Yeah.
If you listen to his radio,
Okay.
you would know.
Yeah, I was quick.
Wow, that was off to a riveting start here.
That does it for our coverage of the MLB postseason. It's time to move on to the gridiron. For more on what's happening in the NFL, I send the mic over to Jacob.
Let's do it. Thank you, Garrett.
You're welcome.
The NFL season is in full swing as 5 weeks of NFL action has already come and gone. An absolutely pitiful game was played on Thursday, last Thursday between Russ and Matty Ice, which was followed by a few thrillers. The Packers were upset the Giants across the pond. Bailey Zappi stepped up big for the Pats against the Lions, and the Browns took yet another L as Austin Eckler, who is now questionable for this week's game with back soreness from carrying his whole entire team on his back the whole entire game. So some disappointments, some surprises. So I'm going to lead you guys to an open-ended question, which is something that I answered correctly on a psychology test this morning as what an open-ended question is. So now I know. So which team has impressed you guys the most in the first 5 weeks, and which team has disappointed you the most?
Team that has impressed me the most is the New York Jets. They defeated the Dolphins 40-17 on Sunday. I think the Jets are really good, especially Zach Wilson, the dog in him. But for the team that's disappointed me the most, I think the first one that comes to mind for me is the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, last season we talked about how the Raiders would contend in that loaded AFC West, but so far things have not panned out for them. Devontae Adams yesterday was obviously frustrated as he took it out on the security guard. So there you go.
I saw that.
Yeah, that was like the dude was just doing his job. He was just walking.
Yeah.
He was trying to get the. Yeah, no, I'm
That
gonna.
was a sentence.
I'm gonna. Yeah, no. We're all over the place,
Keep
man.
going. I'm being a jerk right now. Go ahead.
I'm gonna agree with Garrett for the worst team or the most disappointing team so far being the Raiders. With the lineup they have, they should not be at 1-4 right now, and they should have won the game last night, especially when you were up 20-3 at one point. Losing that game, they shouldn't have done that. Adams and Carr, that connection just hasn't been there. And when you have Hunter Renfrow too, it's kind of, I don't know how you don't find Adams as well as you should be. And Josh Jacobs has been doing good, but I'd say probably the most impressive for me is honestly Miami. Because, I mean, even though Tua is out now, they've shocked me a lot more than I thought they would this year. I thought they'd be bottom 2 team, but
What, like in the NFL?
no, in
the East.
in the East.
Okay, I was like, wow, bottom 2
Yeah,
in the
no,
NFL.
I thought they were going to be a bottom 2 in the AFC East.
Do I have,
but
I have time to pick, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I'm going with, excited. I haven't thought this is on the spot. I'm going with, I'm gonna say the Browns because I'm a Browns fan are the most disappointing team so far. I know there weren't too much expectations. I know I've maybe hyped them up a little bit, but I thought so far the coaching's been really bad from watching. They've really, to lose game, because the schedule gets really tough now for Cleveland.
Yeah,
to lose games to Atlanta and to New York, I mean, and they got to go play the Bucs on the road. They play the Bills on the road. Oof. They play the Chiefs. They play every single team from that division twice now, except for the Steelers. It's like, how are you guys going to do it now? It's like the one game that they actually have in the next 10 that looks like could be an easy win is the Texans, and that's when Deshaun Watson's supposed to come back. We'll see if that even happens. So they've disappointed me in a lot of ways. Also, though, for most impressive, I'm going to have to agree with Garrett and say the Jets. Because Zach Wilson, who would have thought out of those quarterbacks that came in last year, Fields, Lawrence, and him, that he'd really be outplaying both of those guys combined. I mean, Wilson has played really well since he's come back. Flacco held it down for them. And, the Jets team, they're a nice young team. They got Garrett Wilson. They got, is it Elijah Moore? Elijah Moore is the They got him. I mean,
Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner, highest rated rookie.
That's right.
I called him. I don't even know what I said. But yeah, they're a really, really solid team, really young core. So I think I'm going with the Jets as a team that's really shocked me so far.
Okay.
Oh, it's my turn. And now it's time for the return of everyone's favorite segment. It's time for Kicking It with Kyle. I think we have a little video, don't we?
Do we? Oh, we do.
Look at that.
Wow, look at that. That is something else.
That's awesome.
That is.
That's fantastic.
It's been a long 2 weeks since I have last been able to rant to all of you on football, and unfortunately,
2 weeks.
Our week on air is also the week that Cuse and Penn State both have a bye week. Sad for me.
Thanks,
but that's
Jill.
all right because the rest of college football has been insane. It's Kicking It with Kyle. So starting this edition off, we start with one of the most historic rivalries in sports as we go to Dallas for the Red River rivalry. Texas beat the brakes off the Sooners wagon 49-0. Oklahoma has become a poverty program since Lincoln Riley and Caleb Williams left. Ohio State transfer Quinn Ewers balled out, tossing 21 for 31, 289 yards, 4 touchdowns, and along with Bijan Robinson rushing 130 yards on 22 carries for 2 touchdowns. Oklahoma only threw for 39 yards in the entire game. An embarrassing performance for the Boomers. That's right, I'm calling them the Boomers because that's how they played. They played like they were 84 years old on Saturday. So, sticking with the rivalry theme, the oldest rivalry in football happened this weekend with Georgia and Auburn facing off. No surprises here. The Dogs trampled the Tigers, with Auburn having one of the worst seasons in decades for the program.
Like the big dog?
The big dog.
The big dog. Dome up.
We the ones. Keep going.
We the ones. Robbie Ashford took reins full-time in Auburn after Zach Calzada will receive season-ending shoulder surgery. The Tigers were running a 2 QB system that didn't work out well for them at all. As you can see by the record, they only have 1 SEC win so far. Auburn is likely to fire coach Brian Harsin this year, and the Dogs went on to win 42-10 on 6 rushing touchdowns. And this just in, but UCLA isn't a complete dumpster fire of a football program anymore. I mean, no one cares. Like, nobody cares still. They still can't get anybody to come to their games. Like, literally $10 to get a front row ticket to the game. But even at 6-0 and 11th in the nation, no one cares. But they faced their toughest test on the Saturday in Pac-12 opponent, Utah. DTR continues his highlight reel season, slinging 18 for 23, 299 yards, and 4 touchdowns, as well as a rushing touchdown on top of that. He wasn't even the star of his team, however, as running back Zach Charbonnet rushed 198 yards on 22 carries with a touchdown. That's an unreal stat line. And Utah continues to struggle after making their Rose Bowl debut last year, and they lost their second game of the year Saturday, 32-42. And I told you when this segment started, football has been weird in college. And yes, you read this right. Tennessee is also not a trash can program this year. They are ranked 6th in the nation as they volunteered to take down the Bayou Bengals 40-13 on the back of rising QB star Hendon Hooker. Hooker rifled 239 yards and 2 touchdowns, hunting the Tigers on the gridiron. And I would talk about LSU, but to be fair, we haven't cared about them since Burrow. So quickly, we'll take a look at the AP25. Well, I mean, there's no Cuse in Penn State. I don't expect what you want.
We do.
There we do.
You come
Yeah, so we got Georgia at 1, no surprises there. Ohio State at 2, which is kind of surprising. You would expect Alabama to be there. They slipped down to 3 after they only win by 4 to A&M. Clemson slips in at 4. Michigan 5. Tennessee there at 6. USC slips down to 7. With Lincoln Riley and Caleb Williams turning that program around. Oklahoma State 8, Ole Miss 9, and Penn State, that's right, we're back in the top 10, baby.
Yeah.
Yay. And like Ponyboy's book in The Outsiders, Kicking It with Kyle is gone with the win for 2 weeks, but Sports Talk is not. Hall of Fame coming up right here.
That's all right. No, that's fine. I enjoyed that.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution. Anybody
can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
Here at WTOP, we pride ourselves on delivering you all the news you need to know from the day's events.
Whether it's happened on Capitol Hill or right here in Oswego,
we make sure you know all about it. We keep you up to date on all your favorite
Oswego and professional sports.
And our Storm Team 10 meteorologist will make sure that you know exactly what weather you're up against when you start your day.
Every Monday through Thursday night, make sure to tune in to Channel 10.2, because at WTOP, we don't just tell you the news.
We are
the news.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Welcome back inside the Outrigger studio for the fastest or as Kyle wanted me to say, slowest moving 30 minutes in sports, according to our director Brooks, Sports Talk. And now it's time for a new-ish segment. If you're, you know what else, like day one-ish?
Day one.
That's right. Let's get back to it. And if you're a fan of Sports Talk Uncensored podcast, then you all know where this is going. But if you're new to this, we got you covered. The segment is called The Hall of Fame. So myself, Garrett, and Kyle, we're going to nominate one thing that we believe is Hall of Fame worthy. We will then put a post out on Twitter where you can vote. You very there at home can vote on 3 options. By the end of the week, we will tally up the votes and induct a new entry into the illustrious Sports Talk Hall of Fame. Nope, we're not reading that because that's not true. We have Jacob deGrom and something else is already Angry Birds. I think it's already in there. We've tried to do this so many times and it's never worked. So we're hoping we don't do anything that's gonna get this taken off of YouTube. So we're gonna go for this. So who starts with Kyle? Kyle, what's your pick, buddy?
So for my pick, which I'm putting my faith in the people for at home to vote king this week, I chose no other than drumroll. Can we get a drumroll here?
I can't believe this.
Oh, wow. There's not. Okay. There we go. I show Speed, the most electric person on YouTube right now, and honestly, he's the next Ronaldo. Sui.
The next Ronaldo? Oh, yeah, I saw that video.
Sui.
Okay. Is that all you got? That's it?
That's it.
I'm going to try to hype it up. All right. There you have it. Oh, no. Whose turn is it? My turn?
You want me to go, or?
Who you want, Carter? Garrett, go.
All right. So, we have it ready? My selection for this week is...
This is so cheap.
Graphics director and person controlling the audio in the back, Mia Dirks. Shout out. I mean, if you saw that Kick It With Kyle little video, she made all that. She's done a fantastic job in terms of graphics.
Amazing work.
Here.
Amazing work.
So, yeah, that's my pick.
You guys always, I feel like this is going to be the running theme. You guys are going to put like a crew member in there, and then I'm going to come back with my picks. Right, these pity votes. My vote is a dog from TikTok that I really like. So if we could flash up the picture of the dog, that'd be awesome. I don't know the official name of the dog. I believe it's the owner calls him Woofy. He's got like legs that are like maybe 2 inches at most. He's awesome. He brings a smile to my day. I want to pet that. I've never wanted to pet a dog more in my life than I wanted to this dog.
He looks so sad.
Knocks me a Dirks out of the water any day.
Oh, wow. Yeah, shots fired. Shots fired. Shots are fired.
There you have it. To sum it up, reminder, go vote on Sports Talk Oz on Twitter. Speaking of voting, before we're heading to break, we're going to give you a quick word from Vote Oswego.
Hey everyone, I'm Austin.
And I'm Haley, and we're from Vote Oswego.
October 14th is the deadline to register to vote in this year's midterm election on Tuesday, November 8th.
Go to voteoswego.turbovote.org to register to vote, request your absentee ballot, and get more information about this year's election.
Your vote counts.
Driving a truck for 40 years now. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. Like that trucks can't stop quickly. It takes my 80,000-pound truck 200 yards to come to a complete stop. So I always do my best to give a lot of cushion. It helps when other drivers realize that and do the same. Please give trucks the space we need so we can all stay safe. It's our roads, it's our safety.
1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Welcome back inside the Al Roker studio. You are watching the fastest or slowest 30 minutes in all of sports talk. In case you were not aware, Sports Talk is airing every other Tuesday as we switch with our friends at Stick to Sports. But in the meantime, we are happy to announce that we have this Madden tournament going on among the three of us, including
Four of us.
Four of us now. Tommy Taurino right here, and some of our crew members. What?
No, I just thought it was funny. Go ahead, keep
and
going.
other members from WTOP. So yeah.
So far, Garrett, it's been a blast. This is like we have some time to talk about this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's been a blast so far. Like we
gave us
filmed
9 minutes.
I know I did. We filmed a lot already, and we've done quite a bit with quite a few people in this room in general, and it's been really fun to see everybody kind of come in. And this man's come up clutch, bringing the PS4 all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry.
Gotta love it from Tommy T himself. We're not the only ones that can bring in a moderator for D Block, but that's beside the point. We're not gonna go there. But yeah, so it's been a blast, guys, for the Madden tournament. Might be honestly one of my favorite things we've done so far.
Yeah, it's good.
It's been a lot of fun. We've hit our technical issues, but we're gonna hopefully have an episode out for you tomorrow. So keep an eye on the WTOP 10 YouTube for said videos. But why don't we get to our game tonight, Garrett?
I don't even know if we could consider it a game.
Or our event. We'll call it
our little event. So we asked our crew, everyone that's here, to give us some questions. And if these questions, they're not, your typical questions. It's like a game of truth or dare. You answer a question, or you eat these marshmallows that our lovely floor
Mike
manager,
Griswold.
Mike Griswold.
Always a
has
good
for
day
us.
when Griswold's around.
Yes. All right. Who wants to get started?
Well, what happens is he's gonna pick one out, and then that's how we're gonna go. So we're gonna try to get through as many as possible. So you're gonna read out who it's for, and then hand it to who it's for. And I'm gonna tell you guys this before. Some of these questions might be something that we might not want to answer on TV.
Really?
So read them in your head before you read them out loud.
All right.
And if it's not working, then we have to take the spicy marshmallow courtesy of Melinda. Oh, Melinda Brincano. Who did that? Oh, because we're on Griswold. Okay. Go ahead. I was like, there's nobody behind camera, too.
I'll mix them up good for you guys.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
The sanity that leaves this show every week.
Kyle.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness.
How often do I shower? Once or twice a day, every day.
Once or twice a day. That's a hygienic boy.
Oh,
Yes.
Clean boy.
Clean boy.
Garrett.
Oh, my God. My heart is pounding.
That's a long one.
This is a long question.
What was it? Let me see. I want to read it.
I also want to read it.
All right, you can keep picking. No. Come on. Come on. That's cheap.
Yeah,
they're weird, aren't they?
Garrett.
You.
Another one?
Yeah.
This is all I'm going to draw here.
I can answer this one. What is your height? 5'5".
Oh, I stand on my money. I'm 6'2".
God.
6'1" on the money line, too. Jacob's yet to get a question.
I know. I'm dodging the bullet here.
How many exes have you had since you got here?
Oh, God. That's so mean.
Whoever did this to me is dirty. Whoever did this is dirty, and the answer is 1. The answer is 1. Thank you.
That was so mean.
That was brutal, man.
That's for me.
Tough.
Oh, this is a good one. If I had to choose between Garrett and Kyle, who would you choose? I'm going to choose Kyle because Garrett on here is spelled with 1 T. So that's not this Garrett Chan. Next question.
That's right.
Ha. Get punked.
Aaron Valentino.
Kyle.
Again. Oh, God.
These are just violations of Kyle.
Have you ever cheated on an exam or a
really
test? Who hasn't?
Good point.
Oh, Let's hope Deb's not watching.
High school, man. High school.
Oh, clarify.
Garrett. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
There's another long one.
All these ones that start with "Have you ever" make me panic.
Yeah. Do you have any pet peeves with the other two hosts? Honestly, no. No.
Oh, well. I'll give you
Boys
one.
love the boys.
No. Yeah.
That's right. We all love each
We the
other
ones.
here.
We the ones.
We the ones.
We the
We the
ones.
twos. We the ones. This one's for me, right?
Jacob. About time.
Have I ever had a problem with someone in WTOP? If so, who and why?
Oh, wow.
I am the problem.
I am the one.
I am the problem. We're the ones. We're the ones. HR inquiries, jacob.bradley@wtop.com. Next question. I'm just pegging Griswold with these. Here we go. This one's from Kadai. I already know it, I think. But maybe it's not. Okay. I don't know if I'm allowed to. The answer is. Okay, I'm just going to eat the marshmallow.
There you go. Join the party.
I don't know. I know it's after 10:30, but there's some things I don't think we can say. The answer is yes to that question, by the way.
Okay, see it?
Wow, Kyle. You got a good one here. This is a good dude.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Can I see it?
That is. These are just violations.
Oh, man.
Spice you in the marshmallow.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that is
God.
right.
This was a bad idea.
We're never doing this again.
We said it all the time, and then we slapped off.
Jacob.
Oh, man. I've been on a cold streak.
Nope.
These do taste really bad.
They're horrible.
Kyle.
Let's get some Mia Dirks questions in here. I know she didn't go too hard.
If you could slap anyone back, who would it be? Carter O'Brien.
Ooh.
Nice.
No hesitation.
Garrett. Oh.
I still have a whole other marshmallow to eat.
My mouth's burning now.
Have you?
These are weird, bro.
No, I have not.
What was it?
Have you ever ghosted anyone?
Okay. You got to read it. You got to just answer it. Not read the question.
I forgot that's the part of it.
Garrett.
Oh, boy. Well, why are all the questions the same thing? It's ridiculous.
Oh, come on. Who wrote these? These are uncalled for.
Yeah, it's like, what?
Come on, man.
This is Brian Rudman's deal.
Brian Rudman.
That's right.
Last one.
Last one?
Really?
Last one already.
Oh, last one, yeah.
We're all out.
We got like 2 minutes left in the show. Do you have a least favorite WTOP show? If so, what? Well,
I'm all ears.
Let me think.
Was Laker Connections last year an option?
I don't know about that. Can we pick ourselves?
Can we pick ourselves?
Yeah, I'm going to pick myself. I'm going to say anything involving me.
Wow.
That's harsh.
Yeah.
That's
all right. That was fun. What else you guys want to talk about? We got like a minute and a half. We got to talk about something.
Yeah, we got some time.
Oh, yeah, we got the, I talked about the Madden tournament before. Let's actually show the bracket because that's very important.
Do we have it? Oh, we do.
Yeah.
I did my breakdown of this. Professor Bradley did his breakdown of this, not
Professor
me.
Bradley did, yeah.
Not me. That's a different person.
Oh, man, you should.
That's a cousin. Yeah, these are hot, by the way. I just want to let people know.
Those are really bad. I'm
So-
glad I only had to eat one.
I'll run through this because I talked to Professor Bradley before I got here, so I'm going to run through this. I believe the top one is, I can't even see it. We're not even going to bother. Yeah, they're all going to be good matchups. Some of them happen, some of them haven't. It's loser advances, so the losers of those games are going to go on to the second round, so forth and so forth and so forth. And then we're going to do an ultimate punishment for that loser. Garrett's really struggling over here on camera 3. But,
You know, I feel bad for Garrett, so I'm going to...
we can eat another one?
We need some content.
Does anybody from the crew want to try one?
Griswold,
Well, you just palmed all of them. Are you going to put them all in?
Griswold content. We got time to kill.
Griswold.
Get this on me. I'm about to shove all these. See this?
Jolie wants one. All right.
We have one.
Here, Jolie, there's one on the table. Get in here.
Oh,
Here, you want to catch it?
yeah.
Catch. No.
Oh, okay, got it.
Oh, darn. All right. It's painful without some of the seniors that we had here last year. But either way, we will see you all in 2 weeks. Make sure to watch Stick to Sports next week. But that'll do it for myself, for Garrett, for Kyle. Or I pointed wrong. For Talarino, for everybody in the back. We'll see you all in 2 weeks. Make sure to tune in for anything that we might be on. We'll see you all very soon.